Hello, Dr. Ring. Hello, Dr. O'Brien. I'm Wes Bongiorni, joined by Jace Russell, Caitlin Rowell, and Masi Khan to present about artificial intelligence, also known as AI. To begin, I will talk about the history of AI. In 1915, the Turing test was invented to test if machines had the ability to act like humans and think on their own. This was invented by Alan Turing, who was the one that asked the question, can machines think? Then in 1956, at a conference in Dartmouth, artificial intelligence was invented, at least the term. The idea behind it was that one day technology might be able to learn on its own and solve human tasks without the assistance of humans operating independently. 10 years later, this idea evolved into action, and artificial intelligences like Eliza were invented. Eliza was a program that mimicked a psychiatrist and could carry a conversation using word recognition. This was a huge step for AI and showed that it had lots of potential for the world. After AIs like Eliza broke through, there was the first AI winner. An AI winner is when AI progress slows down and there's not much progress being made with the technologies. The first one started primarily because there was a lot of hype around AI when it first got going, though when it didn't progress as fast as anticipated, a lot of that hype died down and progress slowed. Then in 1980, AI shifted towards machine learning and things like expert systems. Expert systems were able to mimic human decision making in things like medicine and engineering. An example of this is diagnosing a bacterial infection. After that, another AI winner hit. Excuse me. This also happened because hype died down along with the expensive costs of developing AIs. Fast forward about 30 years, and we start the modern era of AI. That consisted of things like deep learning with neural networks and also generative AI, like we're using today in forms like ChatGPT. Now, how is AI being used today? It's being used in healthcare, business, transportation, manufacturing, and of course, generative AI. In healthcare, AI can detect cancer and strokes and other conditions from X-rays and MRIs. For business, it's a huge part in fraud detection and detecting transactions that aren't normal for customers. In transportation, it's being used by companies like Tesla for navigation and self-driving cars decision making, along with smart traffic lights in cities that help the flow of traffic be more efficient. And in manufacturing, AI is able to predict equipment failures to streamline and reduce downtime. And last but not least, generative AI is being used to help a lot of students study and conduct research. And that is about it. I will now pass it on to Jace.
I'll be discussing the life cycle of AI. AI is currently in a growth stage, and we know this because of the rapid adoption of AI, the technological advancements, and increasing competition. Rapid adoption, we've seen a aggressive growth in people's willingness to invest in AI, as we've seen a 18.7% increase of private investment from 2023 to 2024. And we've also seen a organizational investment increase, as we've seen 78% of organizations reporting to have used AI in 2024, which is an increase from 55% the previous year. Technological advancements, generative AI has become much more advanced in recent years. We've seen that as OpenAI is now on their fourth version. They keep making advancements in that and the generative AI technology. And we've also seen increases in the ability to adopt AI in different uses, such as autonomous vehicle use, with some autonomous vehicles being used up to 150,000 rides per week. We've seen increasing competition as China is starting to catch up to the U.S. in the AI race. China is leading the AI race in publications and patents, and also the functionality of what they're producing is increasing as their top models become more sophisticated. And we've seen that with DeepSeek, as this is a highly useful and sophisticated model. And if anybody holds tech stocks, they know the hype around DeepSeek. Now I'll pass it on for my teammate to discuss technologies displaced by AI.
Hey, hello. I'm going to be discussing the technologies that are being displaced by AI. So AI has been displacing many technologies, and it is being significantly, transforming several technologies and techniques which are being used around various industries. So the first one is traditional rule-based software systems. So AI has replaced manually programmed systems with, more adaptable and more advanced learning approaches that can improve over time. So, for example, we can take like Netflix or Amazon, in where a buyer buys a phone and next thing he gets in his preferences is a phone cover or headphones. And the second one is human data analysis and interpretation. So this is nothing but tasks that used to require teams of experts to go through, like proofreading or any contracts or merges or paperwork, which had, which is very time consuming. That is now being done by AI algorithms. For example, there's JP Morgan's Coin, a contract intelligence system, which reviews commercial loan agreements and which saves a lot of time for them. And then there is manual quality control inspection. This is nothing but computer AI integrated cameras which has replaced human visual inspection in the manufacturing industry, be it food, cars, or anything. These cameras can detect scratches, dents, or shapes of the food if it's not if it's not correct or something like that. So a very good example is Kellogg's, which uses AI in its cereal production quality control. And then coming to specially diagnostic tools in the healthcare industry, the diagnostic equipment is increasingly being improved or replaced by AI systems. For example, Dr. Sean's AI software, which helps patient and doctor, uh, which translates patient data into a report, and the doctor does not have to take down everything. And it also detects which sickness does the patient have. So, and the last one, last but not the least, is the manual customer service operations. We all know there's the AI chatbots and voice assistants, which we have on phones and these apps, which are 24/7 available. Earlier, it used to be long wait lines and everything, and it used to not be available 24/7. But now, due to chatbots, it's very easy and efficient as well. So, coming to the next slide, how AI is going to evolve in the future. So in the near future, AI is going to evolve in increased multimodal capabilities, which is nothing but AI systems will process and integrate multiple forms of data simultaneously. For example, now ChatGPT and Gemini can already analyze text data and images together. So future systems will analyze video, audio, and text all together simultaneously. And then there's improved logical reasoning capabilities. So future AI models will demonstrate more stronger logical reasoning than now. For example, right now there is cloud AI, which shows us the chain of thought and why is it giving that answer after what logical reasoning it's applying and everything. So this transparency and logical reasoning is going to improve a lot. And AI, and coming to the third point is AI will become easier for everyone's use. Tools will make AI development accessible to everyone who is not even an expert. So a person who does not have any coding background can also use AI and develop uh, softwares or web applications or websites. And now AI is even being expanded in the physical world interaction. So basically, AI is being integrated with robotics and IoT systems, which will allow it to interact with the physical world. For example, Boston Dynamics robot, which is combined with advanced AI. The robot's name they kept is Spot, which can walk around buildings, climb stairs, and avoid obstacles without any human control. So, yes, that is it. And now I pass it on to Jace.
So I'll discuss the problems that AI solves. AI solves so many problems. We could talk about them all day and not cover them all. AI is is not stuck to any specific task, and that's why it's able to solve so many problems. It uses machine learning, so the AI model grows with the input of more data. So this solves a problem in and of itself because of its versatility, whereas before, maybe you could be limited to solving one task with AI. The more input data you receive, the more it will learn and recognize patterns to predict future outcomes and allow the model to be used to solve a number of problems. A few practical examples that we might see would be like a personalized shopping experience. Sometimes you'll see recommended items on maybe your Amazon and that sort of thing, and that's from AI models using input data to predict what you might want. Another use is fraud detection. AI has proved to be very useful in detecting irregularities that might cause security breaches. And then we see forecasting markets using historical market trends to predict what might happen next. And then natural language processing and computer vision. Natural language processing is an exciting one. It's the computer's ability to understand and interact with human language. We might see this through chatbots or translation tools. And this has proved to be useful in an education setting and helping kids who might have struggles with communication. And then we see computer vision being used in facial recognition and medical imaging. AI has proved to solve many problems in both the business setting and in everyday life. It saves both organizations and individuals time and money as it because of its versatility, as discussed before, where there used to have to be a time and money allocation towards writing new code to solve each problem. Now AI can solve all problems with one model. And now I'll digress for the discussion of what problems AI has created.
So I believe that AI has created quite a few problems in our world today. Artificial intelligence has created a fear of job displacement, especially in jobs that rely heavily on technology, including like customer service, manufacturing, like financial and accounting firms, even like schools. So many jobs nowadays either believe that technology can help make their life easier, or they already rely heavily on technology. So a lot of people fear that they're going to be losing their jobs. Artificial intelligence has created a sense of dependency, especially for younger generation in schools and work. They tend to think that they don't have to either try as hard or learn new skills because AI can do it for them. Artificial intelligence has also created the opportunity for false information and misinformation to be out there in the world. And so, what solutions could be developed to address these problems? A solution for the fear of job replacement could be to either offer compensation for the time period while one is looking for a new job, or even maybe incentives for those who are having to be let go due to AI, whether that be you get a bonus for retiring early or you get a bonus for resigning within a certain number of days. That would kind of help offset the salary for those that are being let go. And then some solutions for AI and how a lot of people are dependent on it. I would say either regulating AI in all areas, whether that be like setting time limits or just kind of educating people whenever there is a proper time to use AI and when to not. Whether that be for school assignments, like marketing, and just kind of to make sure that schools and workplaces are still enforcing learning new skills and just keeping up with the world and trying to maintain so that there's still that sense of human interaction as well. And then some solutions for all the false information that can be out there is, I would say, that there's a lot of proper tools out there to detect AI, whether that be for schools when they're using like turnitin.com or other sources like that. And then I feel like a lot of things nowadays have some kind of, a lot of platforms have some type of AI detector where if it's created with AI, you can like see the AI images on there. But I feel like AI can also be used to like it can be used in a lot of bad ways for this kind with the false information. So it's really important to educate people on what AI can and cannot do, so that a lot of people aren't either falling for the false information or getting misled. And so that sums up our group presentation. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
These are our resources.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.